All right, big news coming in. Delhi election dates are going to be announced at 2 p.m. Finally, because this is going to be important, we've seen a lot of sharp retorts, remarks that are turning only uglier, some highlight contests, a triangular contest that is expected in Delhi elections. So Election Commission of India, 2 p.m. is going to be making that announcement. Go ahead, Kumar Kunal joins me now. Kunal, 2 p.m. What is your assessment? If the announcement comes, that means in the next 1 month we should be expecting the polls.
Yes, definitely. We are expecting polls somewhere in the second week of February because after 15 February, board examinations are due. So we are expecting any date after 7th of February. What are the dates? Dates are most likely between 7 to 10 February, and the counting date should be before 15 February as well. So these are the expected dates. Actually the final electoral roll was published yesterday by the Delhi Electoral Office, and after that there was no hindrances whatsoever for the announcement of the poll dates. So
I'll go back to Kunal in just a short while. 2 p.m. Ensure that you're tuned in to India Today television, because we'll be going live with what the Election Commission has to say, what the dates will be. And remember, the pattern that has been for the national capital, especially it will be pertinent about will there be more than one phase and how different the previous elections will be this time. Remember, last time as much, Congress wasn't as strong. It was mainly between AAP and BJP, but this time Congress is also going all guns blazing. Ashutosh Mishra is joining me on this. Ashutosh, would you agree to that in the previous election, Congress, after that defeat of Sheila Dikshit, wasn't as strong in the previous polls, but this time they definitely are getting their strategy together and want to go solo, want to ensure they're seen?
Well, even in 29, if you remember, 29 general elections, the Congress was stronger than the Aam Aadmi Party on all 7 parliamentary seats of the national capital. But then what happened in 2020 assembly elections, the results are quite clear. Yet again, of course, when it comes to parliamentary elections, the Congress always maintains an edge. And what makes more challenging for the Congress party to maintain in its own vote bank that it maintained during the general elections. And here, very significantly, that's something very interesting, that BJP's biggest hope is actually on the gain of the Congress, that larger the Congress gains, major the harm for the Aam Aadmi Party, and biggest the gain for the BJP here. So that's a different chemistry. And very interesting, Pooja, just a couple of minutes ago,
why do you say that, Ashutosh? Let's talk about it. Why would the BJP want the Congress to gain, even if it may mean Aam Aadmi Party loss? They would simply want their own gain when it comes to the seats.
Okay, so if I could give you a share, in fact, yesterday night I was doing my research work about certain data. So when it comes to the poll percentage, in 2020, the voter turnout was 62%. Aam Aadmi Party had 53.57% and the BJP had maintained 38.5%. Rest was to Congress. So in the general elections, we see the BJP tally jumps even beyond 50%. But in assembly election, it comes down to 35-38%. Congress somewhere marginalized between 6 to 7%. If the Congress vote percentage goes beyond 10, for example, 4% rise, 6% rise, what it is believed that the conventional voters of the Congress, traditional vote bank of Congress was shifted to the Aam Aadmi Party, be it the municipal election, be it the last several assembly elections. So in that patterns, if the Congress retain its own vote bank and going beyond 10 to 12%, then subsequently the number of the voters of the Aam Aadmi Party will reduce. And if that reduces, we have seen on very seats where the margin has been very less. For example, Manish Sisodia from Patpatganj in 2022, the victory margin was around 2,000 to 2,500. So in that case, there could be several seats where the BJP will subsequently marginalize and make larger gains, because the vote the anti-BJP vote will be divided between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. And if Congress gains further, that will decline AAP's vote share and AAP's vote number of votes. So that's the tally, and that's exactly what is being analyzed, that the larger the Congress gains, major the
What
BJP
time
makes
is
victory.
the event where you are at, Ashutosh? Because 2 p.m. Election Commission of India is making the announcement for the dates. How prepared is the Aam Aadmi Party? And we can see them already campaigning. The event that you're at, what is it about? And is it going to be in any way coinciding with the ECI dates?
Well, all we have seen a high voltage, campaign in Delhi so far. Since the model code of conduct will be imposed, this will be totally a new campaign. So here the stage is set. Let's go on a full screen here. You see the stage is being set, being prepared. 11:30 or 12 o'clock, I believe Arvind Kejriwal will make certain announcement. Already some announcement, and the polls of Aam Aadmi Party has announced. And here, big banner at this Aam Aadmi Party's new headquarters. Number of people who have been invited here. Campaign song will be launched. Now, I'm not very sure whether it will be the same song sung by Vishal Dadlani or someone else. But last two songs, if you remember, sung by Vishal Dadlani for 2020, 2015, 2022. And this is going to be the third, a campaign song. Remember, the BJP has already launched the campaign song, which was sung by Manoj Tiwari at the Prime Minister's rally in Rohini. The campaign song was launched. And here the AAP. You ask about the narrative and the message. What message will Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party will take to the public when it comes to the third time elections, and when you possibly have a decade-long anti-incumbency against the government. So the campaign song helped to set the narrative. All preparations are in a final stage. We see already Aam Aadmi Party headquarters, if you see here, at this very early morning, hardly few people, but you see the mention of Sanjeevani Yojana, you see several other schemes, all these, a number of supporters who are possibly office bearer of the Aam Aadmi Party in different states and different districts of the national capital.
Ashutosh, stay on with me, because at 2 p.m. Election Commission of India is set to announce the dates, and it's not just the date for polling, it's for the nomination that has to be filed, notification of that, counting of dates. How has it been in 2020? Look at that.